Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Daily Practice. I'm Michael, and it truly means a lot that you're joining us today.
Hi, Michael. Hi, everyone. I'm Olivia. It always feels good to be here and to connect with all of you again.
Today, we're talking about something simple, but surprisingly meaningful. Your day. Not the big events, just the little pieces of your day that shape how you feel.
Exactly. And if you enjoy episodes like this one, feel free to give it a like. Your support helps our podcast grow and reach more learners around the world.
All right then, let's dive in. You know, Olivia, when I think about talking about your day, it sounds like something so simple. But honestly, it's not always that easy. Some days feel heavy, some feel empty, and some just pass without meaning. And when someone asks me, "How was your day?" I sometimes freeze because I don't even know where to begin.
I get that, Michael. I've had days where someone asks me the same question, and inside my head, I'm like, do you really want to know? Because maybe my day was messy or quiet or confusing, and sometimes it just feels hard to put everything into words.
Exactly. For example, today, I woke up a little tired, not physically, more emotionally. But then I made coffee, sat by the window for a moment, and I felt this soft, warm feeling, like my day might be okay after all.
That sounds peaceful. I love moments like that. Small and gentle. My morning was different, though. I woke up rushing from the very first minute. I kept thinking, I'm late, I'm late. And that feeling stayed with me for a while.
Oh, I know that feeling too well. It's like your mind wakes up before your body is ready, and the whole day feels like it's running too fast for you to catch up to.
Yes, but later, I slowed down a bit. I remember I took a deep breath while walking to the studio. Just one deep breath. And suddenly, I felt like, okay, I can handle today. Isn't it strange how one small moment can change everything?
It really is. And that's why talking about your day matters. Not because the day was perfect, but because sharing even the small parts makes you feel seen. Like when you say, "I had a rough morning," or "I laughed with a friend," or "I felt lonely for a while." These little details make your story real.
True. And sometimes, when you talk about your day, you discover things you didn't even notice. Like, when I started telling you about my morning just now, I realized I actually had a moment of calm, a moment I didn't appreciate until I talked about it.
That happens to me too. Talking helps you understand yourself. It's like you're putting your feelings on the table one by one, and suddenly the whole picture becomes clearer.
Exactly. And I think that's beautiful. Some people believe talking about your day is boring, but to me, it's a way to stay connected to your emotions, to your friends, to the world around you.
I love that. And you know what? Sometimes the most honest thing you can say is simple, like, "My day was okay," or "My day was strange," or even, "I'm not sure how I feel today." Just being honest, even a little, feels good.
Yes, because when you're honest about your day, you allow others to be honest too. And suddenly, the conversation becomes real, not just polite.
That's the magic of it. Talking about your day isn't about telling a story, it's about sharing a piece of who you are, even if the day wasn't special, or even if it was difficult.
And sometimes the simple things are the ones that stay with you, like the smile from someone you didn't expect, or the quiet moment when you finally sat down, or the warmth of your coffee in your hands.
Yes, those little things. They're small, but they carry emotions. And when we talk about them, we understand ourselves a bit more.
You know, Michael, sometimes my day feels heavy, even when nothing major happened.
I know what you mean. Even small stresses can pile up without us realizing.
Yes, and then when I share a little of it, it feels like a weight lifts off my shoulders.
Exactly. Even saying something simple like, I felt tired this morning, or I felt happy when I walked outside, can change how you see your day.
And it's interesting, the moment I talk about the day, I notice the little positive things I almost missed.
Right, like a smile from a stranger, or a quiet moment with your coffee, or a phone call from someone you care about.
Yes, those tiny moments can be the best part of your day.
And when we share them, they become even more meaningful. It's not about making the day dramatic, it's about being real.
Exactly. Talking about your day is not just sharing events, it's sharing a piece of yourself.
That's true. And every day, no matter how ordinary, has moments worth noticing.
Yes, Michael, even the quiet, slow parts, they matter.
Absolutely. And that's what makes talking about your day so special.
Michael, sometimes I think the best part of my day is the quiet moments, like sitting alone and just thinking.
I agree. Those moments feel small, but somehow they stay with you longer than big events.
Yes, and reflecting on them makes me feel calmer. Even something simple, like noticing the sky or listening to music.
Exactly. It's like those tiny pauses give your day a rhythm. They let you breathe and just exist for a moment.
And when I tell someone about those moments, it feels like sharing a little secret, something personal.
I love that. Talking about it doesn't make the moment less yours. It makes it richer, more meaningful.
Yes. And sometimes just hearing someone else share their day reminds me that I'm not alone.
Right. Even if our days are very different, the small emotions, the little joys and worries, connect us in a quiet way.
And that's the beauty of sharing your day. Not for anyone to judge, but for a little understanding, a little connection.
Absolutely. Even ordinary days, when shared honestly, become something special.
Michael, sometimes I notice that the small, quiet moments in a day can be more memorable than anything else, like sitting on the balcony, feeling the breeze, or drinking your coffee slowly while watching the city wake up.
I know exactly what you mean. Those little pauses feel almost invisible. But later, when you think about your day, they're the first things you remember. They make you feel alive in a simple way.
Yes. And even when my day is busy or stressful, just noticing one small moment, like a smile from someone passing by or a bird singing outside, it somehow balances everything.
Absolutely. I've realized that these little details are the pieces that shape the mood of my entire day. Without them, even good moments might feel empty.
Exactly. And when I talk about my day with someone, like now, I notice the emotions behind each moment. It's not just the events, it's how they made me feel and what I took from them.
Yes, that's the key. Your day isn't only what happened, it's what you felt, what stayed with you, what made you smile or made you pause.
And sometimes sharing those feelings helps me see things I didn't realize, like a small act of kindness from someone or a calm moment I almost overlooked. It suddenly becomes meaningful.
Exactly. And you know, hearing someone else share their day makes you reflect on your own. It creates this quiet understanding, a sense that we're all going through similar ups and downs.
Yes, even ordinary days are full of emotions if we pay attention. Sometimes we think a day is boring or uneventful, but when you talk about it, you see the moments that mattered, moments that gave a little warmth, a little joy, or even a little lesson.
And I love that part. It doesn't matter if the day was hectic, slow, or plain. It's about noticing and sharing the feelings that came with it.
Exactly. Even small thoughts, like feeling grateful for a quiet cup of tea, or feeling tired but proud of finishing a task, can make a day feel full.
Yes, and when you put it into words, it becomes more than just a day. It becomes a story, a personal story that is yours and can connect with someone else.
And that's the beauty of talking about your day. It's not about impressing anyone. It's about honesty, about noticing the little pieces of your life and letting them matter.
Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, it's these small moments, shared or remembered, that give life its texture. They're ordinary, yet extraordinary at the same time.
Yes, and when you reflect and talk about them, you feel grounded, like your day has a meaning beyond just passing time.
Exactly. And even the challenging or stressful moments become part of your story, part of your growth, and part of what makes each day unique.
I love that perspective. It reminds me to notice, feel, and appreciate my day, even if it seems ordinary at first glance.
Yes, every day has moments worth talking about, even the quiet, small, invisible ones. They all matter. Dear listeners, even ordinary days have little moments that matter. A smile, a pause, a quiet moment.
Exactly. Noticing and sharing them, even with yourself, makes your day feel real.
So today, try to see one small thing that made you feel something.
And if you enjoyed this episode, give it a like. It helps us keep sharing these conversations with you.
We can't wait to explore more moments with you next time. Until then, notice your day, feel it, and share it in your own way.